ఈ చైర్ ఓకేనా?
Yes.
If lights are there, we'll first off.
It doesn't give good.
What happened? I won't be here also, okay.
Why did you do this?
Craziest thing.
It's not so crazy. But
ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ?
Nothing is coming in the mind about this.
Childhood memories.
say something.
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ.
You have any sample video?
Stick పట్టుకొని కరెక్ట్గా చెప్పు, లేకపోతే దెబ్బలు పడతాయి.
I will try something.
I have to tell decent also.
I have done so many crazy things.
Craziest things ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ.
20 seconds.
1 or 2 minutes.
Only one, huh?
What did I do? I can give medicine.
Okay, na?
Okay, ready?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, 20 seconds అయిపోయింది కదా.
Okay. Fun.
Saka.
So stop it here.
Hello friends. I think the weirdest memory I can think of as a child, I am actually too much scared of dogs. When I was playing near my house, some normal, cricket, I was chased by a group of bunch of dogs, and I cannot forget that experience. I was just running for my life. I just didn't want to get bitten by the dog, mainly because, at that point of time, if you get bitten by dogs, you will have to take so many injections. So I was so scared. Luckily, I had a very narrow escape, and, I did not get bitten by a dog.
What I remember very distinctly was when I was maybe 7 or 8 years old. I really wanted a bike, a red colored bike, and I troubled my parents and I kept asking for it until they got it for my birthday. And I was wearing a nice dress for my birthday, and I decided that I wanted to take the bike out. It was a rainy day. I took my bike out. I went down the slope really fast, skid, and almost fell into that Kamlama Gundi. And I promptly went and fell because I was riding it too fast, tore my birthday dress, ruined the entire party. But then I think that has formed one of my memories as to, I wanted something, I got it, and I paid a price for it, but I was happy in the end.
In my school days, it was we used to be more jovial and we used to be more sportive. So even after the classes are done, we used to stay in the uniform in the compound, but the attender, Mallappa, I know his name, Mallappa, he used to send us out and close the gate. But once Mallappa goes inside, we used to jump the compound, go inside and play. But Mallappa, even though he knows that we are still in the playground inside the campus, which we are not supposed to, he never used to say anything. And we used to climb the trees, pluck the blueberries, and we used to throw and everything. But after I passed my school days and gone back to my MBBS, and I was doing an internship, I was just right opposite to the school where I studied. And when I saw, suddenly one day Mallappa came. It's the same guy, we played a lot with him. That guy, when I told him we were the students studied in this school, you were like, oh, you are my kids. It was so nice to see Mallappa in that time, and we gave some medicines to him. But always it is very cherishable to go back our childhood memories.
There are many craziest things I have done in life. Of course, the most memorable is my bike ride from Davangere to Kerala while I was doing my MBBS. That's almost 25 years back. That's the craziest trip with a couple of my friends with no helmet, no lifeguard, and a proper monsoon season. We went on a trip, 5-day trip covering most of the places. It's very memorable one. I do cherish that a lot.
The craziest thing I have done during my childhood is I, along with my close friend, when I was around say 2nd or 3rd standard, we took a pigeon and we went to cut it and eat it, and the old coil heater on that. So we were not aware, just crazy things, as there were hens around, so we thought this also people eat, and we took that and we went to cut and eat it. The moment, luckily, our parents pitched in and they stopped us. That was the very craziest moment we did. It was totally unaware. We were just doing it for a fun.
Till 7th standard, I studied in my village. We had 2 classrooms, about 100 students, 2 teachers. And I can't forget what we did during our childhood. Even though we have come so far in our life, and we are doctors here, maybe little higher socioeconomic status, but still the happiness what we had during childhood, this money cannot get. So I still remember my childhood days.
I think I was in the 7th grade and I'd just come back from school, and me and my sister, we were just like always, we used to have this fights between both of us. So suddenly I think we had got a new telephone that used to be a landline. So I suddenly pick up the phone and I just called 100, and the lady picked up on the other side, it was a police, and I just told her, Nodi madam, ನನ್ನ ತಂಗಿ ತುಂಬ ಟಾರ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ the many crazy things. I think this is one of the more subtle, decent, kind of a crazy thing which I have done during my childhood days.
So something crazy that I remember, I think it was MBBS first year. It was an anatomy lecture with all cadavers, and it was pretty boring. So there was this skeleton behind. I took the hand of the skeleton and I was scratching the lecturer's head. And I had this gang of friends in front of me, and everybody laughed. We were caught with the skeleton's hand being up, and a get out from class.
Craziest thing in my school days when I did was I was reading about AC motor, DC motor. At home itself I used to create a artificial fan and give electric connection. So during that time I made a small motor battery kind of a thing and connected it to a real electric connection, and there was a short circuit actually. So I got beaten up by my parents and so much shouting was there. So this was the craziest thing I usually never forget in my life.
What is the craziest thing I've done in my childhood? I said we were in a generation where there was no TV, no social media, no phones. So the craziest thing I can remember is when I was 10 years old, I was climbing up a tree, I fell down and broke my left elbow, got a plaster that day. This is my village. And 2 days down the line I was standing on a bullock cart, again standing up, and again I fell down and I broke my right arm. So for 4 weeks I was in a bilateral plaster, both of my hands. Unfortunately my granny had to feed me and take care of me every day. But that still my whole village remembers that this was a kid from Bengaluru who fell on his both arms and is walking around with 2 plasters in there. So I still get made fun of that. So that's one of the craziest things I ever did.
One crazy moment from my childhood, if you want to know, as kids we used to play a lot. Any holiday, be it summer holidays or midterm holidays, we were never at home. We would always go out and play. We used to go, and cricket was a favorite sport back then, and we would go to play cricket at grounds and stadiums very far away also. We never used to carry any water and all. We used to just go around, see some house, go drink water and just quench our thirst. One day it so happened that we entered a home to drink water. We didn't know who was inside. We started drinking water from the tap there. Suddenly realized one of my friend, while drinking, he broke the tap. Water started flowing like, that entire place was all wet, and then we realized that there was a huge dog, a German Shepherd dog. It woke up with all the noise of water and all that. It started chasing us. I really indeed vividly remember how we all ran. We jumped across the compound wall and somehow saved ourselves from getting a dog bite that day. So life was fun as a kid. It's a different life today. We wish we could all enjoy the same way as we enjoyed as kids.
Yeah, I did my schooling at Sudarshan Vidya Mandir, Bangalore, and the thing which we really remember was sharing the food and eating. And soon after having the lunch in the school, we used to run to a tree which was adjacent to school, climb the tree, and we used to play Markoti. And in fact, it was weekly, 3 to 4 times a week we used to play, and we used to enjoy. For almost till 6th and 7th standard we used to play it. It was excellent. Hope new generation, they won't do all those things. There are not many roads, the traffic is more now, and unfortunately they've lost about it.
The thing which I have done the craziest probably is trying to cheat by telling I was 18 and I did a bungee jump in tallest place in India, which is in Rishikesh, probably at the age of 15.
The funniest thing in my childhood period, like I was studying in a village in the schooling. when suddenly I came to the town. Shimoga is my first city to study. There, like funniest thing, when we find many friends from village, we gather together. That we felt like it is very like from the small city, small village to the city we are coming. It's a funny because we didn't had a control with the parents there. We used to roam around in the city, like a lot of mischievous things we used to do. I never dreamt about that I'm going to be a doctor like this. Is a responsible person in the citizen and to treat so many cancer patients. If I remember that, it's really like funny. I can't imagine like I'll become a doctor with that those kind of things. What we have done in the beginning period of my college life.
Happy Doctor's Day to all my colleagues.
Happy Doctors Day.
Happy Doctor's Day.
Happy Doctor's Day to all my friends, colleagues, juniors and seniors.
Happy Doctors Day.
Happy Doctor's Day.
Happy Doctors Day.
Happy Doctors Day.